Hello everyone, this is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com, and today I want to show you the rig that I use, most of the time. Okay, so we're going to pretend this is attached to my, this is the line coming off of my reel, or my rod tip. And so this is 30-pound Power Pro. This is exactly what I have on my fishing reel. This is also what I use to tie my hair rigs up with. And so what I have is 100% of the time I fish with this bait feeder cage right here. This is a 20-gram bait feeder cage. It's about, I'd say it's about 2.5 inches long. We can see there, it's about 2.5 inches long, maybe a little longer, 2 3/4. And this is 20 grams, and this is what I put my pack bait around. And this, for me, is plenty enough with the pack bait on it to cast it as far as I want. If you've seen any of my videos where I'm putting pack bait on, this is what I'm using. Recently, I got in slightly bigger ones. These are 37 grams, and they're slightly bigger, as you can see. Here's the smaller ones, but I haven't tried these yet, but maybe I can get a little bit more pack bait on. And so we're going to just stick with what I've been using, but I'll be trying these pretty soon. Same design, same brand. It's just, these are just slightly bigger. Okay. And so one thing that I do is I have a hair rig thing that I have my hair rigs in, and I tie them up beforehand. And I'm going to use a shorter one. Those ones that are longer, I'll probably cut those and make them shorter. I'm finding that shorter is better for what I do. So we'll take one of these out. Okay, so here's my hair rig, and I'm not going to show you how to tie my hair rig. I'll put a video down below of how these are tied. It's not my video, and I think the channel's called Outdoors with Tom or Outside with Tom. He's the one that showed me how to do this. I will I will put a link down below to his video, and I want to give him credit. I may make the same video, but I stole that idea from him. It works. This is very simple, and this hair rig here is probably about 3.5 inches. You could probably go a little shorter, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But let's see if I have everything that I do here. Okay, so I always start with a swivel. And so I have a swivel like this, just an Eagle Claw swivel you get from Walmart. Let's see how long that is. That's about, an inch long there. And what I do is I tie this to my line. Well, let's do this first. First of all, I put on the line through the cage. We can get it to go. Sometimes you gotta lick it to make it a little stiffer. Okay, so you get this in there like that, and then what I do is I use a polymer knot, which is just where I take a loop, I stick it through here, and so I've got a loop like that. And then I tie the loop through, and I come through it, and then I take the swivel through this bottom loop. I'm not really trying to show you how to do a polymer knot. Just look up polymer knot. There's plenty of videos on how to do it. And I pull it tight like that. Okay, and so now, and I have some braid scissors here. I really recommend these braid scissors. I'll put a link to them from Amazon. And I cut this tag off a little bit. Okay. And so that's what I do. And I have a swivel. And what I do then now is so this slides down on there. Now on my hairs, I tie, I'm not really sure what you call this loop. I thought it was a surgeon's knot, but I don't believe it is. But I just try an overhand knot around a loop and then tie a knot behind it. And I will, I guess I could show that here in a minute. So I'll just show you what I do there. Let's cut some of this off. You have to pretend like this is on the end of my pole, but basically when I make this hair, I cut this. I basically tie a loop like this I make a loop, I tie it over it, I go through it, and like this. And then to make it a little bit stronger, I tie another knot behind it and tie it behind it like this. So then I have this loop here like this, and I cut this tag off. And so this is what's on my hair, just a loop like that. Okay? And so what I do then is I take this loop and I go through the eye of this swivel, and then I go through the loop with the hair and the hook, this, and I just pull it tight. If I can, and pull it tight like that. And that's basically the rig that I use. Now, what I will do is, if I have a split shot here, I thought I had a split shot here. I always put a split shot behind this. Let me see if I can find a split shot real quick. Okay, so what we do is I open up a split shot and I put the split shot and I crimp it right behind the method cage here, just like this. And I take a pair of needle nose pliers. Sometimes I use my teeth. Let's see if I can do a better job of this. And I put this right behind it and I crimp it on there. Now, I do leave a little space so this will slide a little bit. And here's my theory behind. Not a lot, maybe an inch and a half. My theory is the fish is going to come and grab this, and he's gonna suck it up in his mouth, and then he's got the corn in his mouth or whatever's on that hair rig, and as soon as he pulls, that's going to catch. He's going to feel that weight, he's going to bolt. And so this is slightly a bolt rig, so I leave a little bit behind it just so it gives him enough time to pick it up. And so he'll pick it up, and then he'll feel that weight, and he'll bolt. And then that's what will hook him. But I don't want it sliding too far. Now, what I use on my hair rigs is I've frozen boiled field corn, and I soak it in vanilla extract. So that's that right there. And so here's a little container I use. This is frozen right now, but what I do is I put sugar and vanilla extract in there, and I put it in the microwave and let it melt, and then I let it soak overnight. And so what I do is I usually try to tie my hair rigs so they will take 2 or 3 pieces of cornel. This one's about 2, and I stick it to this baiting needle here. And I put this on the hair like this and just pull it down on her like this, and I pull it through. Now, one thing I've learned is just pick a stick off the ground to get this to stop. Let's get this back in here. You pull this tight through here like that. And so what I have is a stick. I just pulled out of my yard, and I take this stick and I stick that stick in there, and I pull it, and I pull the hair tight up on this on there. Oh, I really don't need this baiting needle here to do this. Let's take this out. I take the stick and I stick it through there, and I pull it tight. And I just pair the corn up tight on it like this. And so then I take a pair of scissors and I cut it off as far as it'll go, like this. And I'll keep pulling a little tighter, get it tighter, and I'll trim the stick down to where the fish couldn't feel it, not that they're gonna notice a stick. Okay, so that's basically my rig there. This is the way I do it. Not saying my way's 100% right, but it does work. And so, like I said, the fish comes, he grabs it, he gets that in his mouth, and he sucks the rest in, and as he swims away, that thing slides, he feels the weight, he bolts, and I catch the fish, hopefully. And so that's my rig on this method cage, method feeder cage. What I do is I put on oatmeal, panko, strawberry jello, cream corn, and a can of cream corn, and I get it to a consistency where it will pack on there. If you notice any of my videos where I'm catching carp, this is exactly the rig that I use 100% of the time. Well, I shouldn't say 100% of the time, but most of the time. This has been working for me. I'm not saying my way is the best way or the correct way, but I do catch carp, and you can tell that by my videos. So this is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com. I appreciate it. If you have any concerns or comments, leave them down below. I will leave a description where you can buy these method feeders. These are the 20 gram ones, and then we have the bigger 37 gram ones. My son does sell these on his website, but I'm not sure they'll be in stock when you order this, so that you can buy these off Amazon. I have bought them off Amazon before and got the right ones. I ordered them off Amazon again, and they sent me ones that were half the size of it. They were like 10 grams, and I had to send them back. If I have them in stock, there will be a link down below to my website, well, my son's website, where you can buy them at bigcurttackle.com, or I'll put a Facebook marketplace link down below where you can buy them off Facebook. This is Michael at bigmuddyfishing.com. We love y'all. Tight lines. Alright, sorry, I'm back. This is not the end of the video. I said I was going to show you why I like to keep these this hair rig short. Right now this is about, I would say, 2.5 inches to the hook, and the whole length is about 4 inches. You could literally go shorter than that, and you may want to go shorter. And I'll tell you what I found. When I make these longer, I'm going to slide this down so it's tight, and also you could leave this split shot tight up against the thing like that. I still think they would pick it up, feel it, and bolt. So but I do leave a little space after the thing. But I want to show you why sometimes I like my hair to be shorter, and I may even make this one shorter. The reason why is as you cast this, all this is flying through the air, and this is coming up swinging like this, and it could get caught up in all of this in here like that. And so I would even go shorter with this. I might make this, I would say I could make it 2 inches to about here, and so it ends to about here. But I mean, I don't get tangled up every time, and this is usually the length I do use, but I'm saying maybe you could probably go 2 inches. That way, when you're casting this and all this is flying through the air, it's not coming up, getting tangled up in this, and it's getting tangled up in here, and then you're not really going to catch any fish that way. And so I'm thinking if it's shorter, it's going to come up to here and it won't get tangled. So shorter does not hurt, and I would recommend that you make them shorter. I'm telling you that this one is probably a little bit longer, and so that's why I came back on, because I remembered that I told you I was going to do that. So this is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com. Tight lines. We'll see you on the bank. Please leave comments down below. Subscribe if you find this useful. Hit that notification bell so you will know when I send out videos. I'm going to try to make a lot more videos like this where I'm showing you something instead of me just catching fish. There's a lot of people out there catching fish. I want to educate you on how I do it. Anyone can make a video showing you them catching fish. I want you to catch fish, so I'm going to show you what I do. And I'm not saying it's 100% right, but this is what I do, and it does work. I love you all. This is Michael at BigMuddyFishing.com.